If you're interested in buying Fallout 76 caps, weapons or items, check out easynpc.com and use my code DTDG for 5% off via the link in the description. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel. Just a few days ago, Bethesda released the 2021 roadmap for Fallout 76. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll pop a link down in the description of me reviewing it and discussing it. In the roadmap, it is shown that in the fall we will be getting an update called Worlds Are Changing, which has the description of "Stay tuned for later this year for the next evolution of private worlds." Now, straight off the bat, the majority of the community, including myself, thought that this means mods are coming later this year. But now, after yesterday's AMA with the project lead Jeff Gardner and design director Mark Tucker, I'm not quite sure this is what it actually meant. Jeff was asked directly whether this update meant mod support was coming to private worlds, and to which he basically avoided the question but answered it at the same time. Jeff's response was, "We will have a lot more to talk about with this update in the near future, as this will be a huge added benefit to our Fallout First members. To give a hint, think server settings." Then, later on, when asked about PvP focus in the game and what the future holds for PvP, Jeff again touched on the Private Worlds update coming in Q3, saying that the update in Q3 will give players the functionality you are asking for, as it will allow players to add in some PvP elements along with hardcore survival elements to their private worlds. Of course, this is still very brief and there isn't a direct no answer that has been given to whether mod support will be here later this year, but for me it kind of sounds like it won't be coming this year. What I'm guessing is this update will be adding new features to private worlds where players will have control of certain things. It's still very brief as to what these things are, but if I was to make a guess, it sounds like we might see the return of what was survival mode. For those of you who are relatively new, survival mode was basically a PvP mode that was out a good while ago now, and it was a lot of fun but had a lot of issues as well, and players have wanted it back ever since it disappeared. A lot of the community don't enjoy PvP, so allowing them to have the option to have their own private server where they can get in touch with a bunch of other players who want to enjoy PvP without annoying or affecting anyone else sounds like a really good idea. We've heard rumours and talks in the past about getting like a team deathmatch mode, and realistically, this would kind of allow it to happen. Imagine having control to turn off player name tags on other teams and arranging your battles over like certain locations in the map. Obviously, like do this like privately, like say, right, let's go fight over White Springs and just have like this all-out battle type of thing. Sounds pretty cool to me and does kind of make a lot of sense. It will be a shame not to get mods if it is the case, since they are like already have a bunch of them already in the game, including like quality of life fixes, texture changes to the world and outfits, and a bunch of other stuff, but I can understand if it is pushed back. Depending on how Bethesda introduce mods, it could mean that they lose a lot of money. In Fallout 4, we get a lot of like cosmetic mods, and if this was the case in Fallout 76 too, they would lose a lot of money as people wouldn't buy as much from the Atomic Shop, so they will have a lot to work out before mods come in and change things. Obviously this isn't all facts, it's just my opinions on it, so make sure to let me know what you think this all means in the comments. Maybe you think that this is going to be mods coming into the game. If that is the reason, let me know why you think that is actually going to be the case. And yeah, if you agree with me also, let me know. Another little comment too before we end, they are also investigating ways to have more players in private worlds, which would then boost this survival mode even further, but there's no idea on when that is coming yet. It's kind of like on the back burner, as you can see in the comment. That's it for this video though. I will be making some more like this, so make sure to stay tuned. I'll be going over all the different topics and talking points of the new roadmap that's just came out. So I'll be discussing what I've heard, what I've seen, the different topics from the AMA, including and talking about these new features coming to the game. So make sure to stay tuned for all of them. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to help me out by clicking on the like button. And if you're new around here or not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Let's smash the bloody button and break it with, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, subscribe. Also, I want to say a huge thank you to Lanthar for becoming a Patreon. Really appreciate the support, mate. And if anyone else wants to support the channel in that way, all of the links for that are down in the description. There is Patreons and channel memberships. Channel memberships, you get your name green and you get a little icon beside your name, and it's the same price. So yeah, there's no really difference. The only difference is Patreon is kind of better for me, but there's a few more perks to being a YouTube member. But that's it though. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you all later. Goodbye.